Hello everyone and welcome to our second best of 3 match in the tournament. More mystery game races today with Chimp versus Mario. Two runners who I think, generally speaking, a lot of people had in their top 3 or 4 coming into this. Both have had pretty strong performances through the groups, both had pretty strong performances obviously through the brackets, still on winner's side, but only one of them will move on to the winners finals to face off against Vi. How you doing
Is
today,
that my
Vi?
cue to start speaking?
That was your cue,
okay.
hello.
Hello, I'm here to scout my opposition, I guess. Depending on which one of them it'll be. Yeah, I don't think, like, as Yoshi said, I don't think there's anybody left in this tournament who isn't scary to go up against, and the same is true for these two runners today. Yeah, definitely. I don't want to face either of them, but you know, I'll have to if I want to claim my title. But for today, we're gonna see how well they do against each other in first of all, Blender Bros.
I think it's worth noting, their results are on the stream here. We have their previous records, and obviously they're on winner's side. So the important part here is going to be the group stages, and between them they've lost 3 races. This is pretty good, and I don't know, I think we're in for an interesting... We only know 2 of the games, because we don't want to roll a third one, not need it, and then be like, oh, well, we played it in advance for comms, so now it's written off out the pool.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say I think this will go to a game 3.
I think there's a chance, yeah, I think there's a chance.
There's a pretty good chance.
Very different games. I won't spoil the
Yeah.
second one, but the first one definitely a little bit more platformy here. Oh, that's what phone? What are you doing? That's my alarm to be on restart. No, it's not.
Oh, wake up! Yeah,
yeah, I gotta wake up. It's 10 p.m. But yeah, definitely a little bit more on the platformy side. There's some interesting mechanics, some exploration going on. It's definitely the kind of game, I feel like I say this every time, but even as opposed to the second game, this first game is definitely the kind of game that, to enjoy it, usually I would play it slowly and explore around every corner and, you know, get every upgrade and see what's around, you know, every little nook and cranny. But that's not the goal here. The goal is to beat it faster than your opponent. And they will be going in a couple seconds here, so let's see.
There will always be the slight delay or desync there. Wow, there's a lot of desync. I might have to refresh Mario's stream. I did before going up, but so yeah, a little bit spoilers, I guess. This one is very platformer, which I think favors Chimp. Game 2 is very puzzle, which I think favors Mario.
Exactly. This is the first thing about the game where I just said you want to take it slow. These text boxes, they have information in them that I think you're fine skipping them and might still figure out what to do pretty fast, but it also could be bad for you to skip them and potentially miss some crucial information, which happened to me in a later stage. So, you know, gotta make a decision here on how risky you want to play it. Do you want the game's information and take a little bit of a time loss or not? But yeah, as we can see, we can jump, we can attack. There's a little bit of a Donkey Kong barrel situation going on here. In this stage. Can slide down these zip lines, I guess you would call them, although we're not really using a zip line tool of any kind. We're just using our ears. And that was already the first stage. We have to beat, what was it? Oasis. Oh, we have it.
Yeah.
Conveniently, it is on Mario's stream. Beat Oasis, Diva, and Sheltar, but each of them have multiple acts, so it's not just 3 stages. It is more than that. Very in sync still. Literally exactly the same section. Be careful here.
Chimp definitely being a little more cautious than Mario is. Mario playing pretty aggressively so far.
And gets punished for it. So he just got hit the 3rd time and died. Alright, have they read the paste bin?
Oh, there we go.
Chimp has read the paste bin. If you hold down in midair, you will do a higher jump. You will turn around and you'll sort of bounce on your ears. Mario also... Oh! Yeah, there you go. They both properly read the paste bin. Boing. There you go. Alright, and this is where you can change your little buddy and sometimes unlock another one as well. They all have different abilities, which is kind of cool. This one just helps you fight by extending your range a little bit. But there are other ones with different abilities, like saving you from a hit, healing you after you get hit. And there's one that's going to become specifically important later, but we'll see about that when it happens. Interesting. Chimp immediately correctly identifying that that's a bonus room.
Walks in, hits a switch, and is like, this doesn't look right, I'm out.
That was impressive. I definitely collected things in that room, expecting it to go on, but then there was a dead end, and I just had to go back. Or are you going to try it as well?
Chimp's, like, the game design background, I think, actually definitely helps Chimp quite a lot, because, like, there's a lot of little things that he'll pick up on that he's like, if I was designing a game like this, here is how I would do it. And as a result, I'm going to assume that's how they would do it.
Chimp absolutely flying through this, yeah. Picking up another buddy there. I think that's the one that heals. I'm not sure though.
These tunnels seem like they would be terrible to navigate.
Yeah, Chimp is absolutely flying through this. This is really impressive. I did not go this fast, for sure.
I lost track of absolutely everywhere he was in that stage, but no, yeah, just cruise through that.
Fighting our first boss. And completing our first area with it. Hopefully.
Was it called Shartle?
Oh, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure it was called Shartle.
Oh, no. Oh, Sharktle.
Did it have a K in there? We'll see it on Mario's side now.
Oh, yeah, probably. Gotta be fast because Mario's...
No, it's it's called Shartle.
It's just called Shartle. Oh, no.
That is unfortunate. Alright, well. Facing off in an epic showdown with Shartle.
Chimp being kind of cautious at the boss here. I wonder, they're both at the boss now. I wonder if this boss fight is going to favor Mario, because I found that with the bosses, you can just kind of keep throwing yourself into them. And sometimes you'll hit them multiple times for one of your own hits. For example, Chimp could be hitting the boss right there, playing it a little bit more risky, but obviously also doesn't want a game over like he just did. And that's, well, to be fair, the boss is its own stage here, so you don't lose that much time.
Straight back in.
Yeah. It seems like they're both kind of insisting on learning the pattern more so than attacking.
I think that makes sense, because for the majority of games, I think that would be the right
yes.
strategy. It just so happens that this is kind of an exception.
Yeah, Mario discovering there that he can hit the boss during that little animation where it's completely still. Chimp about... Oh, almost discovered that too. Yeah, I thought this game was very interesting, and like the controls are pretty fluid. The level design is interesting and changes up pretty often. None of it's too unfair or anything like that. I actually really enjoyed this one. I'd never heard of it, but it's not even... I thought like it was some sort of like tie-in, some to some show or something like that. But no, this is just a game.
Like, it looks a little bit like, I don't know, Sonic clone. Oh, Chimp gets through.
Amazing. Going on to Diva. Still sticking with the same friend. Probably hasn't realized that on that screen you can scroll further to the right to see more, but also probably doesn't care because the one you start with is pretty good.
I think he scrolled a bit earlier, but obviously at the time he didn't have any others, so it was like kind of worthless.
Yeah.
And the fact that it didn't show up on that screen there and then makes it kind of a little bit, I don't know, harder to spot, I guess.
Alright. Can move into the background here. It's kind of an interesting little... I mean, it's not really a gameplay mechanic, more so than just a visual flair thing, but it's kind of nice.
Essentially a different stage, but yeah. So like 40-50 second difference so far. Worth noting, their timers are going to be slightly different, but they both have them there, so you can kind of navigate through that.
Chimp just completely skipping that ring that, like, the ones that act like a bear a little bit from Donkey Kong.
I was going to say, though, that makes me think that that was the actual stage, and the way he went through the background is the bonus stage here, but... Oh god, he isn't... Is he right back at the start again?
I think that might be the case.
Oh,
or it might be
no.
the same screen?
Yeah. No, this is the first
it's
background again, yeah. So he knows where he's going, and he's definitely flying through a little quicker than Mario has been. In fact, he's already back ahead of Mario here. But, yeah, definitely still a big setback.
I just think it's incredible how fast Chimp has kind of, like, mastered a lot of these mechanics. For me, like, if you saw me playing the rat game or whatever, it took me a little while to get used to them, and then I was able to do impressive things with the controls. But Chimp has just skipped that step somehow, because I guess he's a god. I don't know.
Chimp is probably, I think, in this whole tournament, the scariest person to run into on a platformer, at least.
Yeah.
Like, 2D platformers, I think everybody who's in kind of like top 4, top 6 is kind of good at everything. But in particular, I think Chimp's forte is like 2D platformers. And I think that's one that a lot of other people have struggled with, so... What is this?
Oh, hell yeah, we're suddenly playing Mario Kart Super Circuit.
What?
It's just one of those games, you know how in like Crash Bandicoot 3, I think it was, there's just like sometimes like different stages with different mechanics. I think they were going for a similar vibe here, where they wanted to keep the game fresh, not just by having different platforming mechanics, but also by switching up the gameplay completely occasionally.
Okay, yeah, I've just been playing like a bunch of Sonic Adventure 2 again, and I said earlier, like, this feels like almost like a Sonic knockoff or Sonic clone. And I think, yeah, SA2 does the same thing. You know, every so often just throws you a couple of mini games or like a completely different stage just to shake things up. This is an interesting one though, because it does make it so that Mario, I think, can potentially gain back a bit of time here and actually figured out very quickly that he needed to pick up those extra things on the track,
yes.
Which
Chimp skipped one of them, yeah.
Which I imagine it loops around eventually, right?
I'm not sure. I collected all 4 of them, and then, like, I didn't skip one. So
think
I wouldn't
Chimp
know what
skipped
happens.
the first 2, so I think he's just got back to the first one again. But yeah, Mario with a bit of time to gain back then. Whoa.
Nope, that's the
Oh,
end.
no. Chimp needs to go back.
Oh, that's so funny, actually. Like, we were just saying how good Chimp is at a platformer, and that's why he's favored here.
Oh,
And
it
then the game
switches
is
to the
like,
racer, and yeah,
it just switches into a completely different gameplay style. And suddenly, it's a whole different story where Mario is probably going to pull ahead here.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Oh, there's no backwards, I guess. You can't go backwards. You have to turn around. That's interesting.
5, 4...
Well, that means Mario is ahead if he can finish the stage in time here.
Okay. The whole planet is covered with what?
Jungle.
Oh. But yeah, no, Chimp just has to do all of this now, and it's basically the racing stage behind.
Yep. How interesting. That is so fascinating to me. It's finally that part of the tournament where different strengths can even show themselves within the same game between two runners, because everyone's so decent at everything.
Like, the games are going to be close enough that one big mistake or one kind of playstyle difference will really make a difference here. And yeah, Chimp not picking up that thing at the start, and I think partially as well, mashing through the text that says something about how there's a bomb and you need to find 4 things to stop it or whatever.
Yep. I wonder when one of them will opt to try a different buddy, or if they will just never do it. Well, they will be required to do it later, spoilers. But that's apart from that, I wonder if they will try using a different one. I really like the slightly extended range on the normal attack is nice with this one, but I really found the one that can just periodically heal you super useful, because it meant that I basically never died. And the basic attack is good enough. It's not like the enemies pose that much of a threat. Okay, Mario not understanding the controls here. I took a little second too.
That like a flight power-up?
Correct, and you have to mash A or press A repeatedly to fly, basically. Which I think Mario's just picked up on that. I want to say, by the way, Chimp flying through the stage again. Obviously not caught up, but I think he's doing it so fast as well, compared to what we just saw from Mario. Although Mario was pretty fast too. It's a very vertical stage here. You want to go all the way to the top. And there we go. Mario beats this stage as well. Which I think... No, there's one more. Okay, there's one more in the planet.
So our next boss fight, I'm scared to see what that one's... Oh, I didn't get to see what that one's called. That was a...
Well,
that went
game
by...
over.
Oh, well, that went by very quickly, I guess. Alright, so Chimp not quite seeing it there, but... And there we go. Sees it that time and takes off.
Interestingly enough, Mario is going for the super attack here that it mentions in the paste bin, where you hold down the attack button. It gives you extra range. It does not do extra damage, actually, but I think the extra range is really helping on this boss fight, because this boss fight is a complete melee fest. Or like all the attacks are melee attacks, so...
Yeah, I feel like the range is probably pretty essential there, and actually, yeah, Mario just straight through that. Onto Shell Tile.
All right, this is the final stage, but it's also by far the the final stage for a goal, but it's also by far the longest one.
Beard
Giving you a
aisle.
10-minute timer
Bed
there.
aisle? So, one thing there, Mario found that you can skip the text boxes, Chimp didn't. Chimp also taking the immediate game over as well.
All right, Mario. This is where I got stuck for a second.
Oh,
And when I say a second, I mean like 2 minutes. So let's see. This is where I feel like Chimp's game design intuition can really make a difference. Okay, so Mario discovering what those do. That's the easy part. You can blow up this wall. Takes another bomb.
Oh, see.
Finds
There's one right next to you. I'm guessing that's a light.
That is indeed a light. And I think Mario's figured it out here that he needs to go all the way to the right, switch to it, and now he can go into that room. I was just kind of not paying attention to what I had just picked up, honestly. The text box also mentioned something about finding a buddy that can light up the rooms, like at the start of the stage. There are some dark rooms. Yeah, it just said that on screen. There are some dark rooms that can only be lit up with a mini bro or whatever they're called.
Not skipping the text boxes is actually going to be really costly for Chimp here because he just spent a lot of time reading basically nothing. And did the same before the boss fight, did the same before the previous stages, is going to do the same for the next few stages. Whereas I think Mario took his first loss to the boss earlier, the first boss, Shuttle. And just immediately was like, okay, that's can I get through this text? Oh, yep, yeah, I can. Cool.
For sure. Mario definitely finding his way through this pretty quickly here, understanding the assignment very quickly, which is good because this game definitely has some light puzzly elements.
Mm-hmm.
And the faster you can figure those out, the better.
Chimp, meanwhile, didn't even go into the dark room before picking up Neon. So goes in and just gets to skip that text box entirely that says, I can't see anything, I need to find a way to light this up. Just gets to skip all of that.
I guess that is the advantage of reading and understanding the text boxes, huh? Maybe otherwise you would have gone in there first, but who knows? We can't. It's alternate universes, whatever. But potentially. Gives you another chance to switch your buddy here. I'm not actually sure. I don't remember whether there was another dark room coming up. Oh yeah, Mario discovering that you can't super jump out of the water. This is a lower part of the stage that I don't think I went to. I believe this game has a little bit of Sonic stuff going on, as you said earlier, where if you manage to go the top path or stay on the top path by doing skillful jumps, you will be able to advance through the stage faster. Very Sonic-like in that way as well. So it gives gives Chimp a little bit of a chance to catch up, but Mario already hitting the second button. There's three buttons on this stage. And that's the end of the game. That's the end of the goal.
This boss? This will be it?
No. After this boss, there's more stage. It's more like a mini boss. Ooh, there's still a chance of going game over here, though.
Oh, and this is a long stage, yeah. This is a bad place to game over, and I can understand Chimp going out of his way, actually, to grab that extra life earlier.
Oh, Mario. This could turn it around. He dies. Is that the last? Game over.
Oh, no.
Is that the full
that's
stage?
a rough
I
one.
believe that's a full stage.
Yeah. Back at
Yup,
the
that's
start.
the start of the stage. So now, basically, Mario needs Chimp to have the same issue. And if Chimp gets past the boss quickly, then it's all over. Losing a pretty commanding lead here to a hard boss fight. How interesting.
Also, for what it's worth, Chimp did in fact take the top path through that stage, so there were, yeah, 2 separate paths that you could take. That kind of converged at the end of the spike pits.
Yeah. And there's the button. Chimp now on the boss. If he can defeat it, where Mario couldn't, then I think there's not much left in the stage that can kill him, if I recall.
Like I say, Chimp went out of his way to grab an extra life, and I completely get it. Oh, the
boss is on
smaller
1 health.
enemies... The smaller enemies do, in fact... Oh, there's a... I didn't even notice the boss health bar.
Yeah, it's in the top right.
And yeah, the smaller enemies also had separate health.
And that's the boss dead. Chimp clean ahead of where Mario ever has been before.
Is this still the
point.
same stage?
Yes.
Because this could be a big... Like, there is still room for Chimp to die here. Like, it's definitely not over yet.
To be fair, if you die, you start at the section. But if you game over, you start at the start of the stage.
That way around. Yeah.
Chimp would pretty much have to game over here. Unless...
Which, to be fair though, 2 lives is not amazing when you're at 1 health. Oh,
That's
2
true.
health now. Perfectly placed health pickup.
I'm not going to discount it completely. But Chimp has the advantage here for sure now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The timer was something to do with like missiles approaching.
Oh yeah,
I think?
there's a meteorite or something.
Oh, it's a
that's going to
meteor.
hit-
Yeah.
that's
You
going
have to
hit
launch 3 missiles. That was it.
at it, yeah, to destroy it, to save the planet. Exactly.
Oh, Mario taking another death there. Oh, Mario just using fucking damage recoils to bounce over the spikes. I see.
It's a little spooky. I did do that at one point in the stage. Oh, the pastebin specifically mentions this part about hitting a button in the back.
Oh.
You have to press up and it'll throw it into the background. Okay, these both open the opposite gate. Chimp is using... Okay, so it does look like he's just using intuition, but there is a mechanic in the game where you can press a button and it'll tell you which direction to go, roughly, which he has been using. It's whenever he stands still and the ears go up, and that's the end of the game, by the way.
Oh.
As I was talking. This is it.
And
Sheltar is defeated, or is saved.
that's it. Yeah.
Completed.
And Chimp done 25-28. The split has come in. Alright. I think playing safe in this game, it's weird. I don't think it works out amazingly, and Mario actually just get another death to the boss there by not seeing that he can kill the smaller ones. It looks like the boss doesn't take as much damage when they're up. Like, it doesn't... It got stunned on Chimp's side earlier. Oh, and yep, Mario's had enough of that. So...
Well, congratulations, Chimp, on the first victory here, I suppose.
No, the points are per game. I did actually specify that last time, but I forgot to this time. My bad. But, yeah. Chimp will take game 1. And, okay, I was just checking if they wanted to come in and chat about them now, like game by game, or if they wanted to do it all at once at the end. They've said all at once at the end, so we will get them set up for their next game quickly.
I've just been losing all my channel points recently. I'm always betting wrong. But yeah, we're switching to the second game, which oh yeah, the second race room is being set up right now. Okay, the game is revealed to the players, so I will start talking about it. It's called Colliderscope. It's a puzzle game. Let's go.
This one is a ton of fun. I really enjoyed this, but also there are some parts to it that are difficult. There are some parts to it that are genuinely really, really difficult, and I think that's half the fun.
Oh, are there now? No, I'm just kidding.
You played through this to the goal as well, right?
Yes.
Did you time it?
No.
Okay. I wanted to know what your time was because I did.
I'm gonna guess it was about 15 to 20 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I would be surprised.
I don't think I took more than like 2 minutes on any given stage. And most of them were easy.
I had, yeah, for me it was like every stage was really, really easy, except for like 2 where they were not. There were like 2 that just took ages to figure out. So, wow. Hey, bye. Thanks. So they will be getting set up for Kaleidoscope right now. I should update the delay as well. But they have to beat level 26, which is a really odd goal in my mind. Why 26, not 25 or whatever? It works. 26 is a kind of cool stage.
Yeah, they do seem to be broken up into like chapters of like different mechanics, in my opinion. Like there aren't like it is just stage to stage, and there's no actual like division in the game. But there's like, okay, you learn this mechanic now, and there's like a basic stage that teaches you the mechanic, then another basic stage that tests a little bit like more about it, like a little bit deeper understanding, and then there are a couple of like combine them with previous ones.
I didn't look at
knowledge,
27 or onwards, so I don't know if they then changed how like it all functioned, if there was more into that. But yeah, it felt like a weird cutoff point, and at the same time, it works pretty nicely as a goal. Let's get the next prediction up for Kaleidoscope. I feel like it's worth noting as well. Collider as in to collide with something, not kaleidoscope as in a kaleidoscope. Sorry, I just had to mute quickly. I started just choking on nothing.
Amazing.
Yeah, we will get them. They'll be getting set up right now. This is the other thing I should note here as well is like we've been talking a little bit about like these people are good at these games, these people are worse at these games. Like everyone at this point is kind of just good, but people will have their strengths and weaknesses and stuff. Chimp has said he doesn't want to do puzzle games, and Mario has said he does. But also,
Yeah.
Chimp has a lot of experience with a lot of obscure retro games. Chimp generally is really, really quick at picking up the, like, 2D movement. This is a
Yeah.
3D game on top of that. So,
Mm,
this is
it
about as Mario favored as it gets in this match, I think. I kind of said going in, you know. Yeah, it's pretty likely this will go to a game 3. Oh? Also, the music is so chill.
It is. It totally is. Something I noticed, which I don't know if I don't think we're gonna see any of here, but for me, the game launched in German, and there was
Oh.
German translation for the signs. So
Oh, no.
apparently, it picks whatever language you have your computer set to automatically. That would have been fun if I had been on stream here.
That makes sense. Yeah, no. Kind of cool. I'm just gonna also, fair warning, we might get adverts, but I'm just gonna quickly refresh their streams as well while we're in this downtime, so that we don't have. We knew it would happen. I'll refresh the other one as well, and we'll get the same thing again, and I'll be ready to mute it. Yep.
Chip putting the banana in a small corner in the bottom left. It's like,
Oh.
can't go without the banana. That's funny.
But yeah. Oh yeah, tiny little banana down there. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Um.
gonna copy this from the paste bin, basically, and just paraphrase it. The game just puts you right in, so time starts on movement, like with the WASD keys. You are allowed to look around first and read the signs, but can't move yet.
It's a fairly self-explanatory game as well. There's not a lot in terms of like. There's not a lot in terms of fancy mechanics to figure out or anything extra on top of this. It's pretty much you have some blocks, you can push and pull them. That's about it. The only thing I would have said with this game, by the way, and one of the reasons I feel like this game did take me as long as it did, is the levels need a restart. You need a button to restart a level.
Tab does that.
Does it? Okay, well, I would have saved about. That wasn't in the paste bin, and it wasn't in the fucking signs. So
It was
that would have
definitely
saved
in
me.
the signs,
Oh,
but
well.
I think it appears in a later sign, not in the first stage.
That
Maybe
would have saved me about 15 minutes. Of scrolling back and forth.
Or maybe it's only on the German signs. Maybe I got special lore.
I think I only had one stage where I walked straight past the signs.
Did you know about the mouse wheel go back in time?
That's in the paste bin. That one was in the paste bin.
Oh, that is in the paste bin.
And the problem is that every time I wanted to restart a stage, I just had to scroll down endlessly until it got back to the start.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. They are going. We don't have a timer on Mario's side anymore, so I don't know exactly when we're at, but how did I refresh the streams and we're like 15 seconds behind on Chimp's side now?
Who knows?
But yeah, pretty basic mechanics. You can push blocks, you can pull blocks. You left or right click to do so. If blocks are the same color, they move as a group. So if you...
Correct.
These double blocks here that Chimp is now pushing around, that Mario did a minute ago, you can't push them individually. They have to move as a unit. Yeah, Mario in the same position as me there, trying to reset the stage and just, like, it just doesn't.
We did skip past the first few signs, like the signs on the second
No,
stage. Really,
they were the
quickly.
same. They were the same as the first.
Really?
Yeah. No, yeah, they're the same as the first stage.
guess I
and then
got
the
some
next two
special
sets of
lore.
signs, I like. Yeah. But yeah, you see where Chimp is here and what Mario's doing at the same time. You have to kind of use this block on the floor, so that block gets in the way, so you'll push 2 of the blues forwards, but you can't push the third, so it doesn't move. And then you can separate the blocks using those kinds of mechanics. And that is very, very integral, as... Like, I would say that is the core puzzle of the game.
Oh, okay. So I've just went back in time. All of the signs in stage 2 are the same, except the back left one, which says...
Fucking... I feel cheated.
Press tab to reset the stage.
I feel absolutely cheated.
That's amazing, but also terrible.
So an extra side note there, the one that Chimp just did, and we'll see Mario get to in a second. You cannot have extra blocks. If the transparent block is 1 blue like this, you have 1 blue and nothing else. You cannot put 2 blues onto that. It has to just be 1. That, again, comes up a lot more in the later sections. I think Chimp might have already messed this one up.
Nope, you can definitely still beat it.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
have to pull
No, I
it
see
forward.
it. It's a little awkward, but...
You can just pull this one towards you and then pull, for example, the top block towards you as well, and it will fall onto it. That's how I
Oh, no,
beat
no,
this
no.
stage.
That's not the part I was looking at here. I was looking at the
Oh,
3, but the 3 is fine, because you can... Oh, well, you can also disconnect them here, but... you can connect these 2. Now it might be impossible.
Nope, it's still very much possible.
How do you... Where do you
just
make
pull
your
this one
3?
on top of here. You just pull on this now, on the bottom part and the top part. Like, there you go. Oh, well.
No. How do you make your 3 at the top?
Oh, how do you make the 3 at the top? Oh, yeah, that... No, you just... Oh, no. You can just push, for example, the left one to the right, and it'll hang. Because
Right.
they're stuck together. And then you pull the entire structure forward, and then you pull the 2 blocks forward. And they will fall onto it together, and the block will keep levitating.
Oh, yeah.
Because
no, I
it's-
remember that.
because
Oh, now it's definitely gone. Chimp
Yeah,
has
now
to
we're
undo.
fucked.
Chimp has to undo, because you cannot get 3... Oh, there we go. Yeah, the way I did this, where you had the 2 blocks to the right, I shifted those across, and then brought the next one down to make the 3 at the top right corner. So where Chimp is looking now, those top 2 on the right were the left and right of my top, and the one that started on the top right was the third tile there.
What I find interesting is you probably did this. Yeah, that's probably what you did too, because you just said that. And these 2 players are doing it too. They're assembling the structure in the middle. I actually pulled it out like this and did what Chimp is doing now. Let the blocks fall onto it and assemble it that way. Chimp is going to actually do the exact thing that I did as well. Gonna pull it out. There you go.
That makes sense. That is probably quicker as well. Looking at it, I feel like the water. By the way, if you just stand in the water for long enough, you fall and then you go back to where you spawned. It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't change. It doesn't reset the blocks.
Yeah,
you just respawn.
But so this stage is kind of fun because if you do what Chimp just did, Chimp went into the water. Chimp is gonna lose a block doing this.
Damn. Yeah, you definitely want to combine them.
And Mario's
already done
taking the lead on that one.
You definitely want to make a square rather than this Z Tetris piece.
So this is where we learn about cutting off tiles kind of a little more effectively.
Or are you overcomplicating this a little bit right now?
Sure.
Well, it works.
It'll work.
It works.
And actually looks really quick when you do it like that.
Yeah.
And now we have a little bit of a construction site, and I love this stage. This was a ton of fun to play.
Yeah, I messed up a couple of times and learned some things here, which is why this is a really fun stage.
I think this one, I got it right first try, but, like, I really had to stop and look and be like, okay, why... What exactly am I aiming for and why? Mario, I think, has gone wrong here, though. Won't be able to use that bomb block anymore. Yep, and sees it there. So, it's a really cool puzzle game, I will say that. This is, like, a really, really fun one. So it's worth noting, what Mario wants specifically, and the key part of this puzzle, I guess, is you have the 2 blocks, but you only want a column in the center. You don't want a column anywhere else in the final, like, end goal.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of ways that you can navigate that.
Mario
just did a really interesting one. That is not what I did.
That's what I did.
I took one of the 2s and then immediately pushed it back. So it just created a 1 on that platform, and I pulled the 1 next to the other 2 to make the middle column, and then went around collecting blocks. Yeah, no, that's an interesting way to approach it, but yeah, no, it works. Another thing I love about puzzle games and things like this is that people will just always come up with their own different ideas and solutions to everything.
Absolutely. Oh, I think this was the stage I took the longest one.
This
was the hardest one for me.
I definitely made a mess of this stage in a way that I shouldn't have, basically. This stage ended up taking me about 15 minutes, partially because I spent 10 of those undoing everything because I didn't know there was a reset button.
Yeah.
That was fun.
I think something important to note here on Mario's side is he has already messed up. And the reason is that there is no way to put bot blocks on a higher plane, right? And you need 3 on the higher plane at the end, which means that if one of them falls down, you're just lost. There's nothing you can do. That's a really important realization that I had early on in this game.
Mario
you have to
undoing the entire thing. Yeah. Yeah, and the first thing, I don't know about you, but the first thing I did in this one was separate it into 3 columns. I did not want them as 1 block of 9. I wanted it as...
I didn't do that,
3 3s. That was like the absolute first step I took.
The thing that I did basically here is from Mario's position, imagine pushing it right, pushing it back, and then pushing it right twice. And then you sort of have them offset. You have like the 3 layers still intact, but they are offset from one another. Mm-hmm. And then you can sort of push the right 2 away. We'll see what they end up doing here.
Oh, Mario has to undo that one. That's too far. He's pushed it too far there. Like, in theory, that idea is, like, fine enough. But you cannot lose the top block.
Yeah.
So there's 1 block gone. That's fine. The bottom corners are easy enough. The bottom corners are fine to get rid of.
Which is why I did them at the end. Because they were always available easily. It's kind of fun. I think that's generally the way that, like, I've watched a lot of videos of people who like do like Rubik's cubes and stuff like that, figuring out like new puzzles that are like different. Oh, Mario's doing what I did right now, kind of. Anyway, figuring out different like puzzles that are also like Rubik's cubes. There are a lot of different types of Rubik's cubes and stuff like that. And one thing that they also always do, which I took away for this game, and that's what we just talked about, is if there's something you can do easily, save that part until the end, because you can just fix that at the end, but do the stuff that's more complicated to do, that might mess up other stuff. If you do that first, then you'll have a better time, generally. Yes, Mario's
Mario
basically doing what I did.
Did it, though?
I don't think you can do it. I don't know.
This is fine. No, this is what you want. This is what you want. Because now you take this over to the 3 to cut off those 2.
Yes, exactly. But then how do you push the middle one?
You don't push the middle, you push the top. you only push the top across using the left one, the 1 and the 3.
Oh, okay.
This is how I ended up solving it, was you end up with this
Interesting.
shape that Mario has now. And then, yeah, he's, I think, oh no, he's on the wrong side for this. He needs to be on the other side of this block.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then here, you can push it across 1, and there we go, it lines up. And now he just needs to get rid of that extra block that he's picked up along the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Very similar to how I solved it, but I guess you did it kind of exactly like this.
It's like, that was like a half and half between our solutions.
Yeah. Oh, this one was easy. The one Mario's on. It's so easy.
I don't remember the goal.
Oh, Mario. Well, it's just
Oh,
this.
okay.
So you just make the shape
Mario.
and push
Oh,
it in.
yeah,
Like...
yeah. This is fine.
It's so easy.
Mario asked a question in the race room, and Chimp replied. So they both kind of took a second to pause there. That was all. Mario asking how you know what level you're on, and Chimp pointing out that it shows up in the bottom right when you go to a new stage.
Yeah.
Mario on about stage 13, I think, at this point. 12, 13.
Mario's going at a similar pace to me, I think. I think I was a little faster in some points, but just to set the record straight on whatever I said earlier about 15 to 20 minutes. Whatever Mario's doing right now, I wasn't far off. Although he definitely, like, this stage I just like immediately understood what to do.
I think having a reset button would be a big difference, you know, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, Mario should be on stage 15, I think, because this
Mario
Chimp
caused himself some problems here, though. Oh no, this works fine. This is fine.
Yeah, he's definitely massively overcomplicating this. You can just kind of make the entire shape of the pyramid and then just push the entire thing in. Like, that's what I did.
Oh, I didn't, but I did what Mario is doing. Like, I pushed everything individually. But all that matters is that your 2 and 3 go into the right position. The ones at the bottom can be done with any block at any time. The only part that's kind of a challenge is making sure your 2 and your 3 height ones are in position.
These puzzles, now we're getting to the interesting stuff. I think there's like only 2 of them where I was ever stuck for a while, but they were like really interesting solutions.
Yeah, I feel like, again, the one that Chimp is on now, the T-block one, is the one that took me the longest time. But I feel like the blue, like the ones with 2 color are the harder. Oh, sorry, are the more interesting stages, even if they're not more difficult.
Mario immediately understanding it. That's so cool.
So
I understood that.
I guess to explain for everyone else here, a single color will move as a unit, but a separate color will not.
Yeah.
So that you can move a blue block and the yellow won't move with it, which includes if you have a yellow on top of a blue, they don't move together. So you have to kind of shuffle them the way Mario is.
For the Minecraft players, imagine you're a piston and these are honey blocks and slime blocks. There you go. 21, yeah. We're flying now.
Chimp with the right idea on this one just needs to get that top block into position now. The controls are definitely a little clunky at times, I will say. They're very basic, but it's surprising how often you'll, like, click the same place 4 times on a block that's moving towards you, and somehow it just doesn't move towards you. Ah, apparently Mario has the timer in the bottom left corner. That's why he couldn't see what stage.
Oh, that's really funny, actually.
So Mario has to try and get rid of this top blue, which is a little easier said than done, I will say, without dropping the yellow. But, Once you figure it out, it makes perfect sense. You just have to get to figuring it out.
Yeah.
I think... Are we going to see Mario get there here? It looks like he's close, but hasn't quite clicked on with it yet.
This is the kind of level where I would just kind of try things, personally.
I think I looked at this stage and I was just like, okay, all the obvious things won't work, so I'm going to try something silly. And the something silly ended up working out pretty well, so it's like, oh, okay, no, it just expects me to do this.
Yeah. The options are limited here. There are only so many things you can do, so...
Right. And Mario? So close, but... Are we about... I thought we were about to see Mario get there then. Chimp is getting some time to... Chimp is finding some time to catch up here with this as a result.
Yeah.
So it's worth noting, just to go over the mechanics again, all of the blues will move as a unit. So if you push a blue, all of the blues will push, unless there is an obstacle in the way that they cannot move. So if you push the blues towards the yellows, it will move the yellow because the yellow can move. But if you move it towards the floor tile that's set in stone, that won't move because you can't. And Chimp actually up to the same stage now.
Come on, Mario, you're so close.
And
there you go, this will work.
Mario finding the way to get rid of that top block. You have to separate the bottom two. That's pretty much all there is to it.
Oh, interesting. Mario doesn't realize that he's basically done.
I think he does, but he's trying to figure out how to get the yellow around.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You don't.
No, you can... Yeah,
you don't get the yellow around. You get the blues around, and then you just pull the yellow forward like you did. Okay, this'll do it. This'll do it, yeah.
It's a little overcomplicated once again, but hey, if it works, you know, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid, right?
a slower solution is still a solution, and yeah, no, absolutely. Like, getting there in a way that, like, seems a little complex is better than just not getting there.
This was the most unintuitive mechanic for me in the game, but I learned it.
I agree, but I liked it. So remember that thing I said earlier about how if you try to push blocks and a block cannot move, it won't. Well, that applies in a lot of ways.
I think Mario literally has already... No.
Nearly?
Not... He's so close! But yeah, I would have... Oh, yeah. I would have for sure thought that the yellow would move and separate, but nope, that's not how it works. The entire yellow block stays attached.
The yellow cannot move, so the blue cannot move the yellow. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you can push on that yellow block and it would separate the two.
Yes.
But the act of, I would have thought that the act of pushing a block into another block is the exact same action as pushing on that second block yourself. But no, they have different rules.
Chimp has done something different here, and it's it is not going to pay out, let me tell you.
I don't know what the heck's going on here.
This is a restart position. This is a restart position on Chimp's side. There is no way.
This is not at all how I solved this. That's such a smart solution, Mario. Oh my god. That's incredible. I didn't think to use the water gap like that. That's amazing.
Oh, well, that's a reset.
This one took me a little bit, but not too long. I think this is a very good battle. I really enjoy this.
I think out of all of the, like, blue-yellow stages, this was my fastest. This one, I saw it and I was like, you've only got one option. There are so few things you can do without just auto-failing the stage that I know exactly what I have to do. So Mario's already got himself into a position where he cannot get out of this. He has to undo.
Yeah.
Um,
I got stuck thinking that
But I
you have
think
to
he
do
just
this
saw
blue
it
thing
there.
as well. But that's not what you have to do. The way I ended up solving this, I don't know if this is the only solution, you can tell me, is I just separated the top blue, threw the other two in the fucking water.
Yep, absolutely.
And then made a
Absolutely the
yellow
play.
bridge.
And then you make a bridge with the yellows as a 3.
Yeah, okay.
Funnel it across and put the blue on top. Yeah. No, that's absolutely how I did it, yeah.
I think Mario's... Oh! Oh!
Nope.
No, that's the wrong way! Just push it the other way.
You don't have a way to get that blue separated and over the other blues unless you just yeet the
So
bottom
close.
two.
Yep. He's so close. He just needs to push on that blue, and I think he'll understand. Just yeet it. Just throw it in the water. Oh, interesting. He threw it into the water like that, which is interesting. He forgot that this is actually 3-dimensional.
Yes, you can,
just push
pull
it back into the water or to forward, pull it forward into the water.
Yeah. Okay, this one
25.
took me a while. This one did, in fact, take me a little while.
Really?
This is...
This is the one I flew through. This is so
I feel like this is the one that really utilizes the whole mechanic of interacting with the colors in a way to push against another color to break a block the most. And that mechanic was unintuitive to me, so it ended up taking longer as a stage.
Do you need to do that here?
Huh?
Do you need to do that here?
Yeah? I think
Oh,
so.
yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Otherwise, you can't separate the top
Yes,
blues.
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
I completely forgot. Yeah, no, you definitely have to.
I definitely went a convoluted way on this one, and it was a lot of fun, but it was very complex. Where I had 3 separate yellows. I had like 2 single blocks and then a 2. And I was like funneling them around as multiple bridges to make
so
paths for the blues to move around. Like it was horrendous. Do not recommend.
I made a similar shape to what Mario is doing here, but just the other way around. If that makes sense. Like this is a Z piece. I made an S piece, which makes you able to carry the whole thing. Or that could work, but it won't be able to separate them.
Yeah. So by the way, worth noting, Chimp is on the same stage now, but also did the 2D solution that Mario did of pulling the blue across as opposed to just pushing it forwards or back.
That's so funny.
Chimp immediately drops the blues and sees like, no, I can't do this. That's absolutely not going to get there.
Chimp kind of already understanding that he has to get the blue thing to the other side, which Mario hasn't really been able to do. I think Mario understands that that's kind of something that he can do. Mm-hmm. And here we go. It's Chimp, come on, can Chimp figure this out from here? Or is it even possible?
This is the part that is complex. Yeah, it's possible from here. It's just difficult.
Yeah, you can push the blue just one back, then push the yellow one back, and then push the blue back the other way, I think. Because then the yellow will be stuck to each other. Like I said, I made an S shape. Oh, yeah. Chimp not trusting that this will work. Interesting. He had he was 3 moves away from finding like the real solution, but he didn't think of it. Or like finding a solution, but he couldn't think of it.
So I guess to try and explain the like S-shape block mechanic of this, like the core part here is that you want the blue to basically, you want to be pushing the blue onto the yellow at the point where the yellow cannot move. And there's a limited number of ways to do that, essentially. the easiest way to do it, of course, is to push one yellow on one side, and then a yellow on the other side that goes up next to the blues, and push forwards. So that you end up kind of... I'm trying to explain it in a way that makes sense, but they're saying push
You really
the
need
blues.
like a... You really need
I
like
need
a drawing
diagrams!
overlay.
I need full diagrams for this!
Yeah, you need like a drawing overlay where you can just like draw on the screen to explain these things. That would be really funny. But anyway, it is hard to explain. It is easier to just show. It's a very...
Chimp took a full reset here, and Mario is close to it as well. To try and navigate through this.
Chimp gonna probably try his
Chimp is going to end up...
again?
Yeah, Chimp is going to end up with a similar end game to me here, where you end up with like a bunch of different blocks in various combinations. So Mario is very close here, by the way. It is worth noting that that situation for Mario is so close, and yet you cannot do anything from here.
Correct.
Like, you want a thing that looks a lot like this, but this cannot get to it. And Chimp undoing that, burying across again.
This is the one that they're both struggling. Well, the final stage is also kind of hard, so we'll see.
This one definitely took me a lot. This, I think, the one I said earlier, the T-block one, I spent most of my time just undoing. This was the one that I actually spent the most time solving the puzzle on.
Interesting, yeah.
Mario just back-walked into the water.
Amazing.
And both of them just resetting to the start, getting a full view of it. Oh. But does Chimp have an idea? Okay, we have the S shape.
It's the wrong way around again, but...
I mean, you can make both work, right? On the right side of, like, it has to be on the right side of the shape, but...
Maybe. Yeah, that's actually, it's fair. Probably both of them can work. I don't know what the plan is here on Chimp's side.
Get a good view of everything. Oh, this is interesting. So Chimp is planning to separate out the yellows here by pushing the blue onto the one. Okay.
What is happening? I am so lost.
I've got to be honest, like, I solved this earlier, and I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, I don't know how I got to my solution. Because this is a nightmare, but I went through exactly the same sort of nonsense when I was doing it.
Chimp's trying to solve it here in a way that can't do it.
Yeah, that cannot make that. So, I think the important thing on Chimp's side, though, is that he's in a really strong position there without really noticing. And yes, Chimp. Okay, so if Chimp goes around to the other side now and just keeps pushing the top blue forward, he gets there. There! Yes! Chimp is in a good position! Chimp is in an amazing position right now.
Woo! Yes.
Oh, too far.
He's trying to put them in...
As two separate twos, whereas you want to connect it as a 4. Nope. Push the blue.
He's in such a good position. I hope he realizes.
Mario as well. Look at Mario.
That's what I
Mario's
did.
got the
Mario
4!
doing what I did. It's a race!
So Chimp did what I did with this, by the way. Like, kind of. In the same convoluted fashion as well of, I don't know how this is ever going to work. Oh, wait, whoops, it worked.
Mario
All right.
gets there!
Mario ahead.
Oh,
We are
final
on the stage 26. This is the final one. I actually think this stage was a lot easier than the few that came before it, but it looks more complicated.
This is where that thing comes in that you said, where it's like, the game will tell you over and over, like, you did it wrong. And I'm like, yes, I know, I'm working on it.
Yeah. Like, bah, bah. No, this block doesn't go here. No, I know the block doesn't go here. I'm moving it.
Yeah. The good thing about this stage, and why I found it easy, and I guess you can say how you felt about it, is that once you get the blue into position, it'll stay where it is forever. And then you just need to make sure that your yellow is still in a state where you can transform it back into the shape it needs to be.
Yes. 100%.
So yeah, I kind of solved the blue one first with the help of the yellow, and then the blue stays in position. It hangs onto the one block that it's on.
Chimp is through, half a step behind, but very, very close still. Okay, so Mario needs to do something here. That is not going to cut it on its own. I'm really surprised here. I want to know something about how you solved this. Did you solve the blue first or the yellow?
The blue was solved first.
But like, so they both made the yellow shape immediately and then went to the blue. I didn't. Yeah. I kept the yellow as a 6 and moved the blue over. Yeah,
that's kind of what it was saying. Like the blue, once you've solved it, it'll stay in position, and then you can just make, like, you'll just take all the time in the world. You have so many ways to do it, of turning whatever yellow shape you use to solve the blue into the shape that you need.
Like, my thought process was, the yellow is at the bottom, so we can use the yellow to carry around the blue.
Exactly.
Before finishing the yellow.
Exactly. It's that exact same principle again of, like, what is easier to solve, do that last.
Yes.
And use it to solve the other part.
This...
I think Mario has something that could work.
He needs to push it further forwards, but yeah.
Come on, just push it one further. You got this.
Got the right idea, but he's trying to see how to get it to work. Chimp, meanwhile, I'm doing a lot of moves there.
Yes! That is... Oh, what?
This will work, yeah. This is fine. Yeah. Now he just needs to get... No. Oh. If he'd moved the one blue he had out the way...
Yeah, here
then...
you go. You can just... Oh, you can't do that. Yeah.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. He needs to do what he did a second ago.
Yeah.
Actually, no, this will work. This is fine. He can push this forwards.
Oh, that's true. He can... Yeah. The top layer, push it once.
Yeah. So now he can get rid of the blue in front of him, and then he can push it to get rid of the blue on the left.
And he's resetting. He doesn't believe.
Yeah, no, this is half the fun of a stage like this one. There's so many ways to go about it, but you have to find the one that actually works, and you will second guess yourself constantly. And Mario did push the blue, now breaks both of those blues out, and pulls them out as a unit, which lets him move that blue into position, and he's already solved the yellow.
I think that's the end of the game.
And Mario is in.
Ta-da!
Stage 26 done. Mario finishes in first with a 35.08 as the final time. And yeah, Chimp's so close to the end here. If Chimp pushes that blue forwards, he can then push it to, I guess from our current perspective, left, to break away that one stray blue block, and...
Alright, I'm going to take this second to disappear quickly, but I'll be right back.
Alrighty, and I will get to work on finding out what their third game is. So we will not know the final game. We only roll 2 games in advance. But I will take a look at the numbers that we have to work with. So we can go from 63 to 226 randomization. And we get 219. Ah. 219 is... Oh. Ha. Huh. Uh... I'm gonna ask them about this one in advance because it's one that I could definitely see having already played. Alrighty. I will send them this anyways, and we can take a loop. I wouldn't be surprised if they have... Okay, they've seen that one. I'll re-roll that one.
Oh, did we roll into a game that
Yeah, Tetris Attack.
Oh, interesting.
Alrighty, so we have... Oh, this could be a fun one. Okay. By this could be a fun one, what I actually mean is this is an obscure indie game from Steam. It's a free Steam game.
Uh-oh.
Always a fun one. I like the end goal of enter the first portal after the sky brightens. That's going to be fun. We are going to be playing Glitchspace.
I see.
First
Let me see
portal
if I can
after sky
boot that up quickly.
brightens. I will roll the prediction outcome. We had a Mario win on Kaleidoscope.
Hey, I got some channel points for once. Right, I hope neither of them have terrible internet. It is 1 gigabyte, which should be fine.
So, we will take a poke at the paste bin for this one. So in Glitch, and I will start the next prediction now as well, so that we have time for you to go in before we see too much of the game. But, as a bit of background on the game, Glitchspace is standard FPS controls, everything else will be explained in-game. Start upon new game, done upon entering the portal after the sky brightens. The sky is a darkish purple at the start, turns pale blue. You will go up several jump pads in succession right before the portal, so they will know when that hits at least. Make sure to read and understand tutorials. Once you unlock the ability to place blocks, you can only have one out at a time. You also can't place them in the air, or are currently standing on one you created. If you find yourself completely stuck, there are respawn and last portal options in the pause menu. This sounds like a 3D puzzle game.
Amazing. Why couldn't I roll these?
This is the most anti-chimp pool we could have rolled. Oh wow. He came so close on that last one though. I don't know. I'm not gonna write him out yet.
Uh-huh. I'm playing the game right now. Interesting is all I can say.
Cool. Good.
I'm a little confused, but I love this.
The important part right now is that Felix with the full like channel point dump on Mario is 69% right now. Clearly the most important part of all of this. I'm not looking at the game. I'm just excited to see where this one goes. But yeah, it definitely sounds puzzly.
It is very puzzly.
Alright, cool. Okay, I opened the Steam page, and yeah, I saw exactly that. Glitchspace is about reprogramming the world to solve the game to solve puzzles. Perfect. Chimp was in game dev. Come on, he should have done some coding at some point, right? It should be fine.
What? This is so... I love this. I don't want to... Can I just drop off of Restream and play this myself? No, I'm just kidding. But it's... I love this. Oh my god. Alright, I won't play too much more, but...
This is like my favorite part of the mystery tournaments. Is like, you'll watch a game and you'll be like, okay, this looks kind of cool. And then like, okay, this is really cool. And then you just start playing it afterwards. Like, you'll get a goal partway through and everyone will just be like, no, I'm just going to play more, thanks.
This is so good. Okay, I'm going to stop playing now and wait for them to start here.
Oh, it has some audio though. Jesus.
It certainly has some audio, yeah. Oh, I gotta predict someone. Sorry for ruining the 69%. Oh, I would have loved to get this.
I am pretty excited for this one. This seems fascinating already. And yeah, place in... I guess now is also a good time to say, and I'm assuming most people are, but I know how easy it is to like talk to someone all the time on like streams and stuff, and then like, hey, actually, I wasn't actually following you yet. Like, yeah. Make sure to follow both of them if you aren't already. Definitely two very, very entertaining people to watch. And yeah, putting on some incredible races so far. And of course, they are vying for a spot in winners finals against my co-commentator Vi. You should also go and follow.
Thank you very much. Ooh.
And I am excited for this one. This is
I'm so excited too. I only saw the first 5 minutes and I'm already hooked. But I had to stop myself from playing more because I'm on commentary here after all, but
I want to fill you in on just the race room conversation super quickly. Do you do programming, Mario? It'll be my job soon. Okay, I literally don't stand a chance.
That's funny. I hope we don't see too much of the game here. Or is it beat the game?
It's enter the first portal after the sky brightens, whatever that means.
Let me just look at some of the reviews and how much time they spent with the game.
Yeah, I would assume that isn't just beat the game from the description, because otherwise I feel like it would just say beat the game. But I'd be very, very curious to see if there is more of this elsewhere.
Three hours. Okay, we won't. We definitely won't see even half of the game here. 3 to 4
Not
hours.
beating the game.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we will be getting underway shortly. I might just refresh the streams again and hope they eye on me. Probably. Advert! Yay! We'll cut out the white noise from.
Oh yeah, I did see that on the store page. Yeah, this is a VR compatible game. Although I wonder what games aren't VR compatible in some way.
Back to the white noise. And I think we're about good to go.
Oh yeah, I definitely meant every 3D game.
Alright. They are setting off. Our timer is go. Again, their streams will probably be desynced by a couple of seconds. But
We'll live with it.
yeah. And we will see them get underway.
Okay, so Glitchspace is a 3D puzzle platformer. Let's go.
Yeah. Chimp definitely low rolling a little in terms of things he will be good at and enjoy playing through.
Immediately reminds me a lot of Antichamber, and I love Antichamber. You know, with a kind of something is wrong, or like non-Euclidean aesthetic almost a little bit. This one's not non-Euclidean. There are some parts of it that kind of look. There's like portals that will kind of look like that, but it has at least that aesthetic a little bit. And you know, the glitching tiles. And Chimp, probably mostly due to stream decent, getting here first to get
That's a cute
the item. Alright, this is the main crux of the game.
You can add and connect nodes to the canvas to create programs that affect the red. Didn't get to read most of that. Nodes are selected from a pop-out menu. Left click to drag them in. The nodes connect. What does connecting them do?
We'll see. So this didn't work for me, by the way. I just moved them together. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This will move the object down by 10 because you connected a 10 to the move object down.
So it's 10 tiles lower.
Exactly. And here you see move object up.
What can't be deleted? Okay.
Get yourself a 20 or a 10 or whatever you think is good. Put it to the move object up. And now the red thing is at the top here, which Chimp would have to look up to see. Yeah, there you go.
But it is 10 up.
And that one wasn't really required, but for this one, you do have to get across somehow. See if you can figure this one out.
How much do you want to move forwards? I feel like... 10 is not a lot. Okay.
Chimp doing something interesting here, and Mario as well. They're stepping off of it. You can actually stand on it, and it will push you forwards with it.
Oh, really?
There are like inertial frames of reference, or whatever you call it. So yeah. It is not necessary technically to like step off of it for this.
So now they have new commands available. You can cut. What? Object is solid. True.
Logic has been added, and now, no, that's not right yet.
Because the object is solid has to be false.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, this is cool. I like it.
Object is solid has to be turned to true.
Have to delete that off. Yeah. And then stand on it and move forwards.
Exactly. Game forces you to learn that you can stand on them here. There you go.
Right,
and this
cool.
is about where I stopped. So we'll see how this game keeps continuing here.
Beware of data flow. What's it do? Oh.
I guess that kills you. Can you do something to it though?
Got to interact with it somehow. There's a red there. Oh, there we go.
Ah.
And now it's
Oh,
a
we're
wall.
stopping.
Oh, there was a wall in the way. I see. Now different codes. Abstractions.
Abstractions.
I didn't get to see much of that. But
Vectors. Oh my god.
you're kidding me.
What? YXZ?
Move them X number in X direction. Oh my god. So along the X coordinate, and then you're moving them.
Oh, and now you need to put a number.
So it's not just move, like where it was earlier was like move up, move down, move forwards. Now it's move, and you determine the direction it moves in.
But yeah, so Chimp doesn't seem to understand this quite yet. He needs to also create a number that goes into the vector node.
Yes.
We see that triangle at the start of the vector node here. That is the
and
input
Mario's,
for a number.
They're both on it now.
There you go.
Oh, but Mario did move it forwards? Wasn't quite sure there.
Oh, and now we need to move it up by a certain amount.
Right, create the wall, move it up to block.
I love this.
Mario is on this already. Oh.
Putting a 20 on it now, so you can go. Oh, well, there is a gap, I guess. I would have thought you could just walk that as well, but you have to jump, I guess. Oh, and now
and then move this one up.
Oh, it's already moved.
Wait. Is it the wrong one?
Yeah, that's the Z axis.
Is he looking
you
at
need
the wrong
Y axis.
Is he looking at the wrong block? Oh no, no, there they are. It goes. This is like I don't know. It's like whoa.
Oh, it's a bounce pad. You probably need it to be a little bit forward though, or you can just have this. Oh, that works too, of course.
To get up to land on this. Oh my god. Oh, Mario off the edge.
Everyone in
over
chat.
Again.
Everyone in chat who lost to some kind of platformer shenanigans in the group stage or in the losers bracket or whatever, currently going like, why couldn't I get this game? And this is definitely where I'm kind of like,
Mario,
I would love to get this against Chimp as well.
Mario had to step back there because I think he couldn't progress from where he was. He was kind of just locked into position, jumping off the edge over and over.
Yeah, that was something that I read on the review pages, where someone was complaining that it's possible to get into a death loop, basically.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have, interestingly enough, we don't have negative numbers yet.
Where has Chimp ended up?
Wait, yeah, what? Where the heck? Oh no, there's still this part.
Yeah, how? I don't know how he's ended up here, but he's ended up like around the back towards the data loop.
Wow.
Oh, brings it back.
Okay, we need this to be a little bit further up on Mario's side to stop the data loop. There we go. Oh, now we're jumping. I see. Oh, we're about to get something new.
Ooh, upgrade.
Tool upgrade. Again, reminds me very much of the different guns
And
in
now
Antechamber.
you can place cubes.
I see.
Oh,
and you can program them yourself? No
So
way!
the paste bin did very specifically say you only get one cube at a time. You can't get multiple cubes.
Use the middle mouse wheel to change where... Okay, so for now we can just use these as platforms, and we only have one of them at a time, as you just said.
Oh, Chimp's in the infinite loop. And back to the last portal.
I wonder if we're going to get things that will allow us to manipulate these cubes ourselves as well with
I would guess so.
I think so too. It would almost be a shame if that weren't the case.
Yeah, for sure.
The game has to go to a loading screen there.
Alright, new tools available. Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, that was a counter. That was a... Oh no. So you could change the rotation. Oh.
Oh my god, it's so cool! Well, before, if you destroyed a block in the programming game, you were able to use that power from then on, but I guess that's not the case here. Probably.
Spring.
Oh, has Mario... Yes, Mario has unlocked the move object output node here, which means that from now on, he'll be able to make his cubes move to his will.
Right, yep.
Create his own logic.
90 numbers. What?
Oh, that's 90 degrees, I see.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure we're gonna get that rotation vector too.
Oh, almost certainly, yeah.
Obviously, it is also a three-dimensional rotation vector because we can rotate on 3 axes, which actually, this is so interesting because I know from programming that if you have 3 rotation axes, you can get kind of locked in certain ways where you can't actually keep turning, but it's called the gimbal lock. But that's that's for my fellow 3D
I don't know if
graphics.
that will be in here.
No. I mean, it won't be. It's just interesting that these kinds of things are coming up here. I'm pretty sure that won't be relevant, of course. I see what has to be done. Use a rotation. You have to rotate along the X or Z axis. I'm not sure which one. And you have to rotate it by, I guess, 90.
Oh,
there you go. Well, that was the wrong one. Now it's the Y-axis, yeah. Oh, no, it resets. Oh, that's interesting. That's not the way I thought that would be.
It rotates it, and then it rotates it again.
There you go.
Ah.
Now we got there.
But now it needs to move.
You can probably also move it. I'm going to guess that there's no limitation on how many things you can place. So why not just place another 20 with a move object, right? or 90 or however
I
much
will
is required.
I will say one thing here. I'm not a big fan of the level design of everything looks the same, and it's sometimes difficult to tell what's a pathway and what's just a random light on the wall.
Yeah, I can understand what you mean there. It's very minimalist, I guess.
Like, there are 3 colors, and they are everything. They are obstacles, they are staircases, they are the paths, they are platforms, just the whole thing.
Is that good enough to get by for Mario? It is. Okay. Okay, we have a big platform here. I guess that's the one thing we don't have yet. We can't make bigger cubes. As Chimp just gets where Mario just was stuck for a little bit, or like took a little bit to get through. Oh no! Okay, that didn't put you in an infinite respawn loop. I was scared for Mario there for a second.
Oh!
Oh, that might be
Really?
it. Oh no, we're fine, Okay.
Makes it across. Whoa.
Okay, we need to make another block for the data transmission here and probably rotate it once again. Oh, it keeps whatever you put in previously. That's actually interesting.
Oh.
Like there was still stuff there, despite the fact. Okay, now we just need to program this to go across.
Chimp has the position here, but is really struggling with the movement. He's had it 2 or 3 times where he's got the block the right way round to block the data loop, but not high enough.
Oh, I only just realized that it shows you at the bottom right what Z and what X is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm literally just a silly...
No, I didn't see it either.
Oh, interesting. Now that we're past the data transmission, we can create our own thing.
Oh, not
and
down
die.
there. Not over here.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, yeah, Mario still
bounds.
had that and could just move it back into position. That's so cool. I wonder if this kills Mario still. No, it doesn't. The game's kind enough not to kill you there, I guess.
Chimp's accidentally clipping some cubes out of bounds here. Hasn't quite got the the fact that you can do 2 different things here. You don't just limit yourself to 1 rotation and nothing else.
This works, I suppose.
But use it just as like a floor barrier, I guess. Like a small, conveniently sized wall.
Now I'm interested about something here. So I think Mario rotated this to get it into... Oh, no, he can just make his own block. Never mind.
Oh, I see.
I was curious whether... Say you rotate something and then you move it. Will the movement get rotated? Do you know what I mean? Like if you rotate something onto the side and then you move it up, will it move to the side because that's its new up? I'm guessing no, but
right.
It's a relevant question.
Oh, Chimp's giving himself some trouble here. Got this the wrong way round. He's used the platform to block the data loop, and now he cannot get across the gap because he stood on his cube.
I wonder if a movement by 90 will actually do this, or whether he'll fall. We'll see. I think that's what he's going to try. Well, nope. That was also the wrong direction. He did a Z movement there, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he just collided with something there, so...
This might still work out for him.
Bit further, but... Wait, if he does 90 though, it's just going to be too far, right? Perfect!
Him onto it.
Perfect!
That's so good! Alternate solutions. Oh, I'm not actually. I haven't actually been looking at Mario's screen here. So we have another data loop that we gotta get past.
Gotta block
The
it.
only way we know how to do that
One
is
way
with
or
our own
another.
platform.
Are we meant to move that one 90? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. That one just went flying.
Sometimes the cuboid you need.
A little.
What does that
tricky
say?
to get. Sometimes the cuboid you need to get to might be a little tricky to reach. There's someone round the corner there from the data loop, so you have to block the data loop to. Boing. Alright, we get good vision of the stage from the spring at least. I feel like there's a way to cheese this, you know?
Trying to move this back. Very good.
Can't utilize the ones down there, they won't come. But that one there might. I've just walked past one that. Oh.
I'm gonna try a 10 here, I think. And see whether that gives him
No.
anything new.
20?
Maybe if we do a 20? I wonder what happens if you have multiple move objects. Oh, there we go. That's it.
Just sneaks through and now needs to move this one.
Where do we need to go with it? Over there? No, I don't think that's it. Where is our goal? Oh, well. Oh, this is a big boy.
Is that another one that was blocking the...
Oh, we're
that's
doing
just a
object
wall.
is solid.
Oh, but now we need it back.
Where do we go? I'm not sure where we're supposed to go here.
Up through that path somewhere?
Do we make a ramp? With like a 20-degree rotation?
Oh,
Something
maybe,
like that?
yeah. That's a good call. Yeah, from down here, rotation up to get a ramp would make sense. Oh, Mario!
Oh, rip.
Back
He's
to bounce.
choosing to go back to last portal.
Oh,
Doesn't have the confidence that you can solve it from here.
interesting. That's a pretty big setback as well. Look how far back the last portal was. Where is Chimp going?
Onto the roof.
Oh. That's not where he wanted. But this is fascinating. Chimp's found a way around. Oh. I guess that ain't it. And now we're back here. He's already been up to the roof.
There must just be a portal somewhere in there, which means that the roof probably isn't that useful, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I just find it fascinating that
portals...
Chimp got from here and decided I'm going to spring my way up to the roof and see where I can go from there. Like, where's your end goal?
Oh.
Wait, did Chimp just... Did Chimp?
Chimp cheesed it!
Oh my god! Holy shit!
That's amazing! That's incredible! I can't believe that just happened!
That's pretty game changing, huh?
Yeah! Oh my god!
incredible! Oh my, yes, speedrunning in this game could be absolutely amazing. Oh my god. I cannot believe that. I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, exactly. You can only you're already really limited by what you think you can do. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can probably make happen here.
Alright, I looked up the speed run. There are 5 runs of this game. The fastest is 18 minutes and 38 seconds.
Whoo! I believe it. I think Mario might have found the way out. Although I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, this
Yes.
looks good. This looks good. Now we're in this interesting scenario, though, where Chimp is doing things that were not really intended, not really expected, but they're working.
Alright, let's see.
Yeets himself. Not close enough to the door.
What's even the issue here?
It won't do it. It's locking into the wall and going, this isn't an option. It's too far out of bounds, and pushing it back again. So Chimp is just going to try and cheese this again. This is incredible to watch. And he does it! He's got the... Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Just, there are intended strategies, and then there's just, I don't know, just put down a platform and move it forwards to the goal. Can't quite make that jump work. I've got to be honest, if I was in Chimp's position right now, I'd just put the cube straight below you and yeet it forwards.
Oh!
Never mind, you're
disabled.
locked.
I wonder what you do have in that case. Probably nothing, huh?
Can you interact with that block ahead of you?
Yeah, it must be what you have to do. That one probably already has nodes in it.
Yeah, I would imagine, yeah.
That you can then utilize where the game is currently not letting you.
The sooner Chimp tries to interact with the one in front, the sooner I think he finds a solution here. Because this jump looks like it's close, but... Stretch! So now it's just a
but look at Mario. He's figured it out immediately.
just went straight.
So...
Well, Mario's been taking the more kind of, you know, legit solutions the entire time. It kind of makes sense to me that Mario would go for the kind of clean solution from the start. Oh?
Stretching. Why?
Where does this go, though? You can't...
Oh, we want to go up.
Oh, you can get up there. Okay.
Is a cube enough now, maybe? As a platform? Yeah. Okay. Figures that out immediately.
Interesting. So you see Chimp immediately stretch. Oh. Stretch this forwards.
It's interesting, right? Because we were saying, or like, for example, Felix in chat said that you are only limited by your own imagination. Well, no, the game started limiting you.
Like,
because
sometimes, yeah, it feels like every puzzle has an intended solution, and sometimes you can get around those. Sometimes being the key part there. And when you can get around it, Chimp has found really, really good ways to get around them. But when you can't, Mario has been faster.
Sorry.
Alright, so yeah, Mario at like a doorway ahead. This is incredibly close now, thanks to Chimp just finding the roof.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, he's an infinite loop
That's
here again.
yeah, that is a bad spot to be in. I think you're gonna have to go back to the last. Oh no, got out.
Made it out. Made it out.
I was gonna say your last doorway was just a second ago, so that's not too bad, anyways. But oh, I didn't notice on Mario's side there we lost a vector. Y is banned.
Oh, that's so interesting. Oh, you have to stretch it through the wall. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, we got this spinning one again. On both sides as well. Oh, and Chimp just jumps for it. Chimp just went straight onto that. Oh, but didn't use his own platform on the other end.
This is so close.
We have no idea where the end goal is at this point. We do not know at what point do they just have to get to. And Chimp makes a jump. So, Mario getting knocked down. This is so close. So move by 90. The only options are by 90 here. Rotation doesn't do much, it's a cube.
A stretch plus a rotation might do something.
Right, that would be my instinct on this, is the stretch first, see what happens. And then potentially... Oh, stretch while on top of it, though.
Yeah.
And you can just jump up from there.
Oh, but Y is still banned. But do we have a rotation in a different direction? Because then we might be able to still do it.
Right. We've got to see that stretch come out here. Alright, we're going to see the move from Chimp. We'll see where this goes. Oh. Into the abyss. Alright, good. Mario rotating. Okay, we've seen a rotation. It is still just a cube at the moment. But
you can probably stretch it first and then rotate it.
Right.
I wonder if the order matters here.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the stretch yet, which I think is the important part of all of this one. Oh. Okay, we've got... Oh, wow, that is a long stretch.
Big stretch.
Is this where we could make a ramp? Can we make numbers with this? If we're able to make numbers here, then you can make a 20 and ramp. The way you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Did Mario make it through? No, did he fall?
You fell.
Okay. I was trying to figure out... Oh, that's that platform. Right, I see. That is it. He also stretched it, and it's long. I didn't see what Chimp just did there. I was too focused on what Mario was doing. But it didn't look like it changed. Ah, away. You can reach that one from there?
I am so... Oh my god.
I want to see if they can create numbers. I've not seen any of them try to add a number. Oh, Mario? Up on the barrier? That's an interesting one. Using the platform to get up onto the barrier, but it doesn't lead anywhere good. That's just a data flow out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to get them anywhere.
Actually doing the same. I can only see it being the ramp up. You can create numbers! Okay,
yeah.
The fact that you can create numbers means you can now ramp up and just walk up the path. So it is exactly what you were saying earlier. You stretch it, make it a long block, and then, like, up by probably 20 degrees. Oh, Mario.
Also finding something else here, I think.
Oh. Don't know if you can make this jump. Oh, is that a ramp on Chimp
Look
side?
at that!
Is that a ramp on Chimp side? It's the wrong way!
But you can probably make it.
No.
No, can't.
If he just turns that around.
Wait, Mario also solved it differently?
Oh my god!
This Mario's up. I didn't really see what he was doing. Oh. Okay. Mario is through.
Sky has not changed color. Mario looking around, checking the sky. For anyone who missed it, their goal is to enter the portal after the sky becomes lighter. Use Collision's physics.
What? What?
Chimp could definitely just rotate the ramp at this point and be done. I don't know if he's realized that, though. Oh, he moved something and... Unless he has to rotate it around Y? Is that the issue? But surely he could flip the rotation.
I don't think you have negative numbers is the problem, maybe.
Right, and he doesn't have the
We don't have rotate in the other direction, so it will only ever rotate that way. Well,
he made it.
Works.
Alrighty,
what is going on Mario's screen?
Yeah, no,
I
see logic true and translate, transform, and oh my god. I'm not enough of a coder for this section. Like, back when it was like maths puzzles, I could do that. The second it's like actual code stuff, I am clueless. I bet it's just working with shapes, I'm fine. Give me physics functions, I am absolutely screwed.
Oh, I think... No, it's just... Oh, that's all that means. You can... No, never mind. Wait. I have... Wait, hold up. I don't get it yet.
Does it mean you would be... Oh! I think I get what it does, right? So you can create the main object, and it sets it to transform another object. So in theory, I think use that to move 2 objects at once.
Maybe.
I haven't seen enough of the actual command, so it's hard to tell, but... Oh, this hurts my head. Getting this at the... Can I just say as well, getting this game in, like, a tournament like this is really cool, but really, like, complex. Getting this game at the end of a 3-game set is a whole different story.
I got literally in sync right now.
That's wild that they're so in sync. Oh.
Like, I feel like I would struggle to keep up with this most of the time, and I feel like a lot of people would. But could you imagine trying to do this after playing the 2 previous games before it? Like,
Yeah. My goodness.
I would be tapping out. I would be head hurt, get me off. Chimp! Oh no! Chimp got there and didn't jump. And now has to redo the whole room.
My brain.
Oh. Okay, but Chimp is really good at Go Fish, apparently.
Yeah. Okay, Mario makes it through.
Staircase up. You go up several jump pads in succession right before the portal. We have not seen a jump pad in a while. Chimp close, very close. Wait. We were here earlier. We've done this. The same but different.
Whoa. You're right. What the heck?
Oh, that's not the way you want to go. That's not the way you wanted to go, Chimp. So am I right in thinking you kind of want to swap the one on the wall with... Mario already done this. Oh, I get so hung up. Like, this is one of those games as well where like you can't follow both people at once.
Yeah, for sure.
You spend 10 seconds looking at... Oh, it fell. Like, if you try and flip between the 2, you won't understand what either of them are doing. That's a jump pad, though. Chimp is looking at that, and it has apply force Y vector 100.
Yeah.
That's a jump pad. That might be the end goal. Their end goal, it says, is multiple jump pads in a row right before the portal. This is terrifyingly close. Mario has so much going on right now. And doesn't make
Trying
it!
to go further up to get more distance with the jump. we not have
Chimp doing the
90
same
anymore?
Doesn't make it. Sorry? No, 90's
not
gone.
have-
It's up to 20.
90 is gone.
So Chimp trying to start in a higher... Oh. Can you not stretch that before you walk onto it? Chimp's starting it in the middle to try and jump over to it, but... Can you not stretch it at this stage?
Yeah, you should be able to just place it further back and then stretch it.
Because that's what Mario... Like, they're doing it once they land on it, but...
Yeah, Mario's
no way
putting it
that
further
jump
back
pad.
now, I think. Or trying to. It's not really working too well because I think you have a limited range.
Right. I feel like I'm missing something, though, because Chimp was, like, putting it really far forward and then trying to jump to it and not making it. Mario makes it! Jump!
Okay.
Okay. That's a
Multiple
jump!
pads.
Jump! Jump 2! Jump 3!
Oh my god! Oh, Chip misses it!
Oh.
On the other side!
Jump.
Don't fall now! Oh, the sky is turning blue!
And the portal with the sky brightening. Mario is done.
My goodness, that was so close!
Wow!
my
That
goodness.
was unbelievable. Wow. What a game! What a race!
This was so cool. Ay, 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 ay.
They made that so close as well. It was one way and then the other, and that, yeah, no, what a really good finish there. Whew. Oh, and welcome.
Hello, Mario.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
Dude.
wow. That's all we can really say.
Dude.
What a wild set of games. Literally on both of the puzzlers, you were both on the final challenge at the same time. Oh, Chimp.
Welcome.
Here as well.
GG's.
Fuck that game so
Okay.
hard.
Okay, hold on, okay. I know we want to go back through all the games at some point, but we'll start with the most recent one. For the longest time there, Mario took like a really early lead, and we were like, okay, Mario's got this down. Like, this looks like Mario's kind of game, like 3D puzzle game. Alright, like, this is what Chimp said he didn't want, and we get 2 of them. Like, Mario takes an early lead, and then Chimp jumped onto the fucking roof.
What?
Oh, was that a fucking glitch? Was it?
You did a speedrun strat or something. Yeah,
It
that was
was-
not the way you were
Bro.
supposed to solve that. You jumped onto, like, on that one.
I think it had a text box that said like sometimes the cube you want to reach
Oh, it's
might be
that
hard to reach,
one?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right.
So Chimp
Oh.
did a translate wide with like 90 or 20 or whatever and got onto the roof and
Oh
then
my
jumped into the window of
did-
the
I
What
did
the
think-
hell?
When I got in there, I was like, hang on, that was a bit weird. Fuck it, I'll take
That
it.
was
'Cause
not
I
the way
had-
you were
I
supposed
had-
to solve that.
I had no idea how to solve that. So when I got in it, I was like, oh, cool, that'll do. I just accepted it. I just assumed that I'd skipped like one step.
There were like 3 or 4 steps to that puzzle, and it was quite a
No
difficult one.
way.
And from that point, from like up to that point, Mario had the lead like the whole way through. After that point,
God.
every puzzle you traded places, it was back and forth the rest of
Oh,
the
yeah.
way.
I
Chimp,
thought I
don't
had
know
a
if you
difficult
realized,
time
but
with
you
the
were at
last
the end.
puzzle.
Honestly, I was struggling so hard with that puzzle. I was
That
getting
last one
really,
was the,
really
that was the
mad.
last puzzle.
I just made it really wide and really tall, so I jumped to the end.
I
Yeah.
tried. That's exactly what I did. I stretched it and I put it to Y, but I just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Like I jumped
It was a
like
little
twice and
precise.
just almost hit it twice.
Yeah.
But honestly, I was. As soon as you finished, I was like, thank God. Like I knew I was gonna lose. That was literally your game in a nutshell.
Yeah. It
Basically.
was
You
very
made
close,
it
though.
close.
Yeah. It was not like it was a blowout or anything. Like I said, like that jump was the last major jump, and then you just have to. Then that's the section with the jump pads that the Pacebin talks about. Like that jump pad is the first in the series of jump pads.
Okay, so. All right, well that's a bit more upsetting that I lost by that much. I just couldn't work it out, and I was getting really bothered by it. So I'm fine to just
Yeah.
have not play any more of that game ever again.
And like I think Vi touched on it earlier, but yeah, the Kaleidoscope as well. You were both on the final puzzle at the same time. It was
That
just a
one
question.
annoyed me. Yeah, like fair play to Mario for winning that one, but I knew when I was going through it, I was like, oh man, I could just feel me taking longer than I needed to on some of those puzzles. I was like, as soon as I beat it, I was like, oh, I should have beat that about 30 seconds to a minute faster, and that just kept cascading. I was like, oh shit. Really close though. That must have been a
Yeah.
really good good watch.
They both
I-
were, or
honestly,
all 3 of them.
yeah.
were.
Because the first game you were close too, because Mario was ahead until he game overed on that boss on the final stage.
Yeah.
There was like the mini boss after the second button, and Mario game overed on it.
Wait, that was a
and had the
mini
lead until
boss?
then.
I don't know how I beat that boss, to be honest. It was on like 5 hearts, and then I hit it once, and it went down to like 1. I was like, oh,
What?
I think
Okay.
the key was taking out the 2 smaller ones.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
You
that
said that was
Mario
a
died.
mini boss?
Mario died to it twice, and
There
neither
wasn't a-
time took out the two smaller enemies.
Well,
but you did
right.
that immediately.
There wasn't
The-
even a
the-
boss after that. That was the only boss in the stage.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
the
that was
reason
just-
I call it a mini boss is because there's still stage after that.
Yeah, there's like another
Oh.
third of a level to do after that.
Okay, I was way far behind then.
Yeah, no, but no, you got to that boss first by like one of the buttons in that stage. Like
Yeah.
Chimp had only done one button, you had done two, but then you got to the boss and game over, and we're set
And I
back at
blame
the
that.
beginning.
I blame that exclusively on that fucking Mario Kart level.
Yes,
Oh
my
yeah,
god, that level
absolutely.
just appeared out of nowhere.
I just drove past that first key. I was like, this is clearly a lap. I'll just come back and get it. And then I got to that mine at the end. I was like, oh fuck, I skipped that first one.
You were ahead until then. And then
Oh.
Yeah.
Mario was ahead for a
I'm
while.
glad I
I'm
read
so-
the
It's
text boxes.
It's so
I'm
funny
so
because
confused.
in the call we were talking about, like, yeah, this is like 2D platformers that are a little bit older. That's like Chimp's forte. He's got this. But what's the one way to, screw that up? Well, have a stage that's
Add
not a
Mario Kart.
platformer in the platformer game. Suddenly, Mario Kart.
God.
What the heck?
Ugh. That was so funny.
Wild. I enjoyed that first game though.
I thought it was fantastic too.
Yeah, it was a really
looked
good time.
really fun, really interesting.
Yeah,
It was
It was
fun.
fun. The mechanics were fun. And it sounded cool. I was like,
I
yeah.
never
this is-
used the second buddy or whatever.
What, the one with the light?
No, the one before that we got in the jungle.
Oh, that little
area.
pink thing. Yeah, I didn't either. I just stuck with whatever I had. I didn't
Honestly,
even
didn't
bother to
even
read
realize
what
we
it
got
did.
them.
One of them heals you occasionally, which I thought was very useful when I played the game.
Yeah, probably would have been nice.
Yeah.
Side note, by the way, talking of playing the games earlier, me and Vi were having a fun time here where I was like, I really struggled with Kaleidoscope, not because I was struggling with the puzzles, but because I spent ages undoing every step when I wanted to restart a puzzle. It's like, well, why didn't you hit the
Yeah.
reset button? There's a restart button? Apparently one of the signs on one of the stages, we were laughing about this one earlier, apparently Tab restarted the stage.
Tab. Okay. Well,
Um,
I
Well,
didn't get
so
better.
here's
And-
the mean thing, right?
Yeah,
On
no.
stage 1, you have 4 signs. On stage 2, you have the same 4 signs.
Or do you? Because the back left sign actually says something different about the reset button.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I was like,
I
it was just the
pressed
same ones
R
again.
Because I thought, maybe R would be the right button, but no.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense. I also had my timer on my screen in the bottom right-hand corner, perfectly covering the stage count, so I never knew what level I was on.
I didn't notice that till like level 14. Like I was going through them. I was like, "Fuck, I'm going through these quite quickly," but I have no idea what level I'm on. And then eventually I just saw one pop up in the faintest of grey. I was like, I see.
Oh,
Ay,
geez.
Yeah.
ay, ay.
Those were some fun games.
And
Yeah,
with
if you
this,
say so.
or with this set between you, you've doubled the number of losses you'd had combined before this. We were saying going in, the two of you between you had 3 losses total this entire tournament. So you took it to a 3-game set, which
Yeah.
And honestly,
that-
it wasn't just like, Chimp did well in the platformer and Mario did well in the puzzle games. All of the games were close.
yeah,
if
any-
if the platformer had ended a stage earlier, Mario would have won. If either of the puzzle games had ended like a stage earlier, there might have been a chance that Chimp would have won them. So yeah.
yeah, there was definitely room for either of you to take any of these games, and it nearly happened. What it does mean is we have our winners finals ready and set,
Oh,
which is Mario and Vi.
oh jeez.
I'm very scared.
And Chimp has to face Jamie.
Rematch.
Wait, have you two?
Well, we're in the same groups.
Oh, right. Oh God, Jamie ran into Drew on the path as well.
Jamie
So
has slowly eliminated everyone else from said group, so it's high time that he gets his revenge.
and then after that, it'll be the winner of Worm and Majarkin, who have also already faced each other. And then that's it. That's the path back up to the finals from there.
That's fine. That just means I get more games, right?
True.
All of them are best of 3 at this point. Every remaining match is best of 3, and also we will be doing a reset on grand finals if it needs it. So potentially a lot of games to go.
Yep.
I mean, but Chimp, what if they're all 3D puzzle games from here on out?
Then I'm fucked five. It's just as simple as that.
How many more can there be?
What do you mean? How many more can there be? There's already been like 70% of them have been like 3D puzzlers.
That's a lie.
All right, well, 90% of them have been puzzlers, and half of them have been
90%. They're puzzlers, yes.
Okay, you have had some bad luck with puzzles in particular, I think, because you've played, what, 9 games, and I think 5 of them have been puzzle. 3 of those have been 3D puzzle. But, like, you ask Mario about puzzle games, like, Mario, how many puzzle games have you played before today?
Oh god,
Mario loves puzzle games.
many.
I've
This
not
was
even gotten a 3D
this was
game.
literally Mario's wet dream of a game. This one, so
Yeah, this.
as soon as I saw the word code on the Steam page, I cried inside. Right, so there's a game, like real story. We signed a game where I work, called Main Assembly, right? And the entire the game is literally a build a robot coding game. And I had to stop working on it because I couldn't work it out. I had to give it to someone else and be like, look guys, I haven't got a clue what I'm doing anymore. I can't properly create this game because I don't know what I'm doing. So I had to give it to someone else because I was too stupid. So when I saw the Steam description, I was like, oh no, it's come back to bite me. Should have learned to play my fucking robot game and then I'd have been alright.
It's like, for what it's worth though, like I said, when we were laughing about it the whole way through, because we were like, okay, when it's just a case of, here is the intended solution and you have to do the intended solution, Mario's getting there a little bit quicker. When there is any kind of workaround for the solution where you can choose it, Chimp is flying through them.
Fell through the map at one point. I don't know how that happened. I'm pretty sure getting into that thing from the roof was also some sort of like flip through a wall that didn't have any collision or something.
The one that
I got
us-
stuck in the infinite loop, an infinite death loop apparently.
Oh yeah,
so I had
both
to
I had
both
one of
managed
those.
that one. Same one.
Oh damn.
It's like it just respawns you on a pad that's sprung
Yeah, it's
straight
like, what
forwards.
the
I was like,
hell?
oh cool, guess I'm dead.
We both like spent a short while trying to grab the block in the distance in the meantime. It's like, no, you can't do that quickly enough. Also, yeah, for what it's worth, the puzzle towards the end, there was one where you had the cube and you had to kind of stretch it and then rotate
yeah.
it.
Oh, I hated that so much.
We were pretty sure you were so close to what we thought was the intended solution, but I couldn't keep track of what options you had available to you at any time. But what we thought you had to do was
translate in the Y.
you turn it into a ramp.
Yeah.
And you turned it into a ramp sideways, and we were like, can you not have it going forwards?
So what something that gets me a lot in not just this sort of game, but just in general, when people try and tell me like YXC, I really struggle. Like it's something that I've just never been able to comprehend.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
Glad
when
there
I-
was the
when
little thing in the
I
bottom
lost-
right corner.
I didn't even know what that meant. Like I didn't even use that at all. I was like, I don't understand this. So I probably should have used it now that I think about it. But I was just like, I couldn't. My mind, I lost like 50% of the time in that game just to not knowing what the fuck direction I was going when those vectors.
Fair.
So yeah, that
Very
was
fair.
bad times. I
Yeah.
hate that game.
And for what it's worth, you know, it's really easy to sit here and be like, oh, this would have potentially worked and this might have worked, but I was watching that and I was just absolutely bewildered for 90% of that game. That was like messy, but in the best of ways. Like, it looked really fun, but also, oh my god, it looked really difficult.
At the
God.
end there, you had so many controls.
Oh
that you
god,
could do.
yeah. I opened that thing up and it was like, hey, you've now got like objects and physics. As soon as I saw physics, I was like, if I have to use this, I might as well just stop playing. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like
not gonna
use
be able to do it.
collision. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad it stopped when it did.
It was really funny, by the way, Felix mentioning in chat here. Chimp's, like, board for, like, editing the blocks and whatever was completely empty. Anytime something was done with, it was deleted. Mario opens his and there's, like, 20 blocks just sat there disconnected from each other.
Mine kept disappearing. I did want to keep it. I did want to keep some of the things on the screen, but then when I reset my block, the options disappeared. Or if like sometimes I'd put like a because I was every time I put a number on, I was like 90, let's go. And sometimes that would like clip into a wall or do something
Yeah.
funky. And when I did that, all the settings disappeared off the block again. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake! So when I did something wrong, all of my settings were gone. I was like, oh, cool.
Oh, on that note, though, you did just remind me of the other fun one that you managed to cheese. Right after the one where you managed to jump through the window, and there's, like, 2 platforms going across a gap to the door, and you're meant to use your platform in between and stretch them to make platforms that you can jump across. And you just put your platform down, yeeted yourself 90 forwards, and walked in the door.
Yeah. I didn't understand it at all. I was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to bounce onto like another platform here. I can't.
Oh,
reach it.
that one.
Yeah, so I accidentally fell off that ledge, and then I found a ledge further below. I was like, oh, can I just like
God.
ride this to the end? And then after a couple of times of literally clipping myself through the wall because I tried to go too far, I stood a bit further back and then did the 90 again and got to the end. I was like, oh, there we go. So I basically that entire level was completely fucking ruined by my amateur brain.
We looked up a speedrun and it's like 18 minutes, so I assume there is a lot of cheese that you can do in this game like that.
Yeah.
I spent like 18 minutes on that last puzzle, I think.
Oh god, that was fun to watch, but I'm glad I'm not playing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy watching that back. I'm a little saltier now that you said I was so close to the end, but honestly, I expected to lose so hard that it doesn't matter. I'm pleased that I get to watch Vi versus Mario, and then eye up the competition when I wind my way back through the losers bracket. Hopefully you eliminate all of the rest of the fucking 3D platformers in the meantime.
Look, there's still 160 games or something that haven't been rolled here. We have
Hopefully
some
Vi and
luck.
Mario get rid of at least 3 of the 90 3D platformers still on that list. I still have nightmares of Sonic 3D trying to jump across that fucking gap for like the best part of 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
I'll never get over that. Anyway, I need to jump away because I've got to do a couple of things. So GG.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I need to eat.
Thank you for the restream.
It was fun. Thank you so much for the race.
I'll have a very good time watching that back. GG Mario, and good luck Vi and Mario in winners finals. I look forward to watching it.
Same to you and Jamie.
Let's go.
Ooh. And I don't think anyone is around to raid at the moment, so I guess we'll just cut things here and hop into Discord, chat with people, and see how everyone else got on with this. But this was fun. I'm a big fan. I'll say again, I mentioned it between the races while we had some downtime, but if you're not already, which you should be, but if you're not, go and follow Chimp and Mario. If you were waiting until they were offline to follow them, they're offline now. Go follow Chimp and Mario. And again, Vi, thank you for joining on this. And you've done so many of the comms now, and I was just like, this is the team. This is it. We're getting there.
Now that I'm back at home, I would definitely jump onto comms for a couple. So I look forward to seeing if I can do that.
Awesome. Yeah, this has been incredible. We'll cut the stream here, but thank you both for the race. Thank you, Vi, for the comms, and thank you everyone for watching. It's been a blast. I'll catch you all soon. Actually, before I go, I will catch everyone on Friday night, early Saturday for Europe, for our next race between Worm and Majarkin. So hopefully we'll see everyone at, I think it's midnight UK. Yeah, midnight UK, so 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday evening for the next losers bracket match. We'll see everyone for that one. Hey, have a good night, all.
Ow.
Bye.